Hey guys, so Fairy Tale 335. Hiroshima, you saved your own ass. Just saying. I will applaud you to that. Fake clap. Yeah. Yeah. No, okay. But I will applaud you to this, Hero. You took what seemed like one of the most tragic moments in all of Fairy Tale and turned it around into one of your traditional badass moments, and I really applaud that. That was clever. I'll give you that, because my prediction for like the next couple chapters would be like kind of like in this chapter how people were dying left and right. I was expecting like a bunch of the main characters to die, give it kind of like an apocalypse feel, like everything's going to hell. And I was Big Neil Grenadine and Metallica, whatever his name is. I don't want to say Metallica because it's a band, but I was predicting when they come back, you know, dragons and use their magic to revive people. And a lot of people were saying that Ultir would save Grey by turning back the time of his life, specifically. But that wasn't entirely true, because she said before she can't use it on anything that's organic. So, what happened in this chapter was actually much better than I expected, because it kind of took what I thought and what most people thought and meshed together. The chapter starts out and like everybody's freaking the hell out, because like Ultir's like contemplating her life still. How like lately the chapter's been really centered around her, because no one really focuses on her that much, but she's actually a really good character because she's heartfelt, but she's always been evil. And she not contradicts, but she convicts herself for being evil, and she always beats herself up about it. Those are the type of characters I like, who are remorseful for what they've done. But the thing is, in this chapter, okay, it starts out, and of course it's back to the point where Grey had been shot in the head by the small dragon. And then we see two more people dying, which is Joy. Jet is holding Joy as he's dying, or he is dead, and then Macau is actually, or Macau, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name that good. But he's under a bunch of rocks, and he tells Wakaba to take care of Romeo. And Ultir is actually, I'm thinking back about how Grey helped her, and then she started having like a reminiscence of whenever she was with Hades as a kid, and studying like different time travel arcs and like time magic and stuff like that. And I thought that was a really cool like thing, because the only time we ever really saw her with Hades is around the time of the attack and stuff. So the thing about that was she was sitting there reading books, and Hades was applauding her for actually learning this much about the books. And he saw that she was looking up this one called The Last Ages, and he told her that it came with a price of the person's time if they rewound time with that magic. And this is how she saved the Ultir sacrifices herself to save the entire everyone who had died. And she was so desperate, she was hoping that it would go back to at least before the gate opened. But she used it, and it like beat her all to hell, and then she comes back, and it's only rewound a minute. Only a minute. And she was wondering to herself, is that all my life was worth, is 1 minute in time? And earlier, I skipped a couple things because I'm not very on my game right now. I'm just very thoughtful about these chapters right now. But she was talking like tons of different philosophical stuff. It was just amazing that you never really see in Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale's kind of like a carefree manga. But like Ultir sitting there contemplating everything that's happened and what she could possibly do to do anything for it. And it was really cool, because that's one reason why I like Ultir. She's one of the most philosophic people of the entire series. But she uses the times, like the time arc, Last Ages. She rewinds it. It's only a minute in time. She starts to collapse, but here's where the whole revolutionary part comes in. Everybody's back a minute in time right before they died. And they see like visions of when they died, and they're like predicting where the shots or whatever the that killed them is coming from, and they literally avoid them. Like Gray, like first it shows Droy and Jet, and they see the thing coming and they take it out because they remember what actually killed them. And then you have Macau, and he goes, we can't go that way, and as soon as they go to leave, the rocks fall. And then it gets back over to Gray, and he's thinking that he just saw a vision of himself dying, and it was weird, and like, he goes, a dragon came from there, and they all say that they saw it too, and then it comes out of there, and him and Leon actually kill it. And that was amazing of how Hero turned that around. It was just so cool. I really enjoyed this chapter, but it was also kind of odd because it went too fast. But like, that's for later. But anyway, they stop it and everybody's still alive. And Altair, through every little panel of them fighting back, she's slowly falling to the ground, which was really, really sad. I mean, I'm one of the hardest people to make cry on anything. Yet, during most mangas, I feel like I'm going to cry. But that part was really sad because she's sitting there falling and she's sitting there thinking that what she did was worthless and it didn't help anything. But it actually saved every single one of those people. And that was just amazing. Next, it gets over to where you see like her hit the ground. And we get like a little panel of Gajil's piercings up in this area, his eye, and he sees the movement of the dragon, and he counterattacks and hits it, and it starts happening to every single dragon slayer. They're seeing like their movement a minute in time, and then they're just counterattacking, and you get like the huge words, like how they give you like the little narrative stuff, how it was, and it was saying this is the beginning of the humans' counterattack. And there was like so many different things. And like in the beginning, I'm not sure if I still have the page up. I don't, sadly. But there's like a little thing talking about how the dragons and stuff like that, and seeing if the humans could, whatever. It was really cool. It uses some of the words I like the most. And so, but go see it for yourself. Go to Manga Here. I'll leave a link to Manga Here down in the description place down in here. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the chapter, because it just shows them all beating the crap out of them at that point. And then it ends. But like I was saying, this chapter was really good because it was beautiful how Hero turned horrible sadness into a little bit sadder part, but also a revolutionary part to where everybody's still coming back to life. And it was just brilliant, but it went too fast. It was too fast-paced of a chapter, and it just blew through my mind within like an instant. And I didn't really, it was hard to focus on, was the only problem. But anyway, guys, that's all for this week. Next week, can't fucking wait for it. I want to see what the fuck happens. And I don't even know what to fucking predict at this point. I usually give a prediction, but I don't even know. I don't fucking know what to even say at this point because it's completely unpredictable. I mean, he fucking took two great ideas that the fans were having and meshed them together and just had that fucking clusterfuck of everything, and it was beautiful. But yeah, guys, one thing before I go, awesome news. Okay, as you guys know, I'm really good friends with Soraya, or I don't know how to say the last part of her name, but Soraya, whatever. But anyway, me and her are actually planning this thing, probably near the end of the month, after a couple more chapters, and I get my new laptop. We're going to be doing a collaboration video. And we're going to be doing it through Skype. I'm going to be recording my screen like I usually do. And what I want you guys to do, I'm not sure if she is going to be making a Twitter, but I will leave a link to my Twitter. And I will tell you the day that we're doing this video once me and her decide. And I want you guys, during this video, we'll probably record for about an hour and cut it down to like a 30-minute video. I want you guys to tweet to me or to Sarah if she makes one. Inboxes for all care, and give us little ideas and thoughts of what you guys are having, and we will discuss them during the video. It's mainly a discussion video about Naruto, Fairy Tail, anything you fucking free game of anime discussion, fun, craziness, and all that, guys. But anyway, that's all for this week. I'm the Ninja Toothpick, and I will see you guys later.